Object-oriented programming becomes much more powerful and useful once you start adding specialized methods that make working with your class much more user-friendly and intuitive. So if we look at a new implementation of our circle class, we still have an initialization method, but what we've added is an additional method called getCenter. And anytime we've created an instance of a class and we are interested in getting back the XY coordinates, perhaps to do a test of where this shape resides in space, etc., we have a very convenient place to go and get that information. And this is a concept called encapsulation because it allows programmers to create this class and then hand it to you, and you can use it, and it's very clear how you use it, but it's also abstracting away the internal implementation because you don't need to know how they're internally representing this. Maybe they're converting XY to polar coordinates or other things like that, and it allows them to make changes without breaking your code. So I've started up Python, giving it the circle3.py file. Now I can create an instance of this circle, and I'm still allowed to use the dot notation, and I can access X and Y if I happen to know their names. But now I can see, if I go and look at the help for this object, that in addition to the initialization method, I also have this getCenter method, and I've even put in the documentation string so that someone looking at this would know exactly what this method does. And I can call that method, and instead of relying on the dot notation and remembering the X and Y names, I can call getCenter and get 1.2, 0.8 back. And if I wanted to use those for further computations, I would probably go ahead and give them identifiers, and I have access to those variables through the method that returns them from the internal data attributes of the object.